Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You know, an atom has a central nucleus, then it has orbits. Okay, these are orbits. What is this? This is the nucleus. Nucleus has what? Neutrons plus protons. Okay, and what are these? These are orbits or shells or energy levels. Electrons revolve around the orbit, right? The very first orbit which is next to the nucleus we name as K shell. Okay, the second we name as L, the third as M, and there could be fourth shell also. Okay, if you take fourth shell, this is N shell. Out of these orbits, which is outermost shell here? This is the first shell, second shell, third shell and fourth shell. Now out of these fourth shells, we know the last shell, this shell we call as outermost, right? The shell which is present at the exterior or outermost surface, we call this as outer shell. Electrons in outermost shell. These are called as valence electrons. Now, depending upon the presence of valence electrons, atoms will have different capacities. Now, we are given the shell name as K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell, right? K is the first shell, L is second, third and fourth shell, so on. Now, how we are going to distribute the electrons in these shells? That means if you consider this as a structure, this is the first floor of the building, second floor of the building, third floor and fourth floor. So each floor has different rooms or different capacity. The K shell has capacity of, means how many it can accommodate. What is the vacancy here? It will take maximum of 2 electrons. L shell can take maximum of 8 electrons. M shell it will take 18 electrons maximum. And last shell it will take 32 electrons. Now how did you get to know that these are the capacity? So for that you need to use the formula which is 2n square. Okay, where n is what? N is equal to energy level. L is energy level. So what is the first energy level? N equals 1. Second energy level, N equals 2. Third energy level, N equals 3 and fourth is N equals 4. So now substitute the value of N here. So if you are going to substitute the value of N here, for the first shell it is 1 whole square, right? So this will give you what? 2. That will be the capacity of first shell. Similarly, you take 2 and what is the capacity for N is 2. 2 square. So 2 square, how much you get? You get 8. So this way you need to calculate the capacity of shells. So now how is the filling of electron? If you see the structure, you can just imagine like whenever you want to board the bus, enter the bus, what do you do? If the bus is empty, if each and everyone try to occupy window seat, right? Even though the bus is empty, you try to occupy the window seat. Once all the window seats are occupied, the next person will get the next seat. It's a similar way. The electrons will start filling this from the lowest energy level. Now this is the lowest energy level. The first energy level n equals 1 is the lowest. Next is next higher level second. This is next higher, this is the last higher level. And the electrons which are present in the last level, these are the most free electrons. They are quite away from the nucleus and they are the ones who take part in the chemical reactions. Name of the element is hydrogen. What is the symbol of hydrogen is H. Okay, what is the atomic number of hydrogen? Atomic number of hydrogen is 1. What is mass number? Mass number is also 1. Now how are the electrons distributed in the shell? If you draw this hydrogen, this is the nucleus of hydrogen, it has 1 proton. So if it is having 1 proton, 1 p is present, right? So how many electrons it should have? It should have 1 electron. This is 1 electron. So now if you take hydrogen, that is the simplest first element of periodic table. It is just having 1 orbit, and that too, that will be the first and last orbit. So the valency of hydrogen here, it is 1. Similarly, if you take the next helium, this is helium. What is the symbol for helium? He. What will be the atomic number? Since it is the second number, it has 2 protons, mass number is 4. So I told you to learn the atomic number, mass number and symbol and name of the elements. So if you learn, it will be very easy. So for the helium, you see electrons it should have 2 electrons. So the first shell, the capacity of first shell is how many electrons? 2. So this K shell will take maximum of 2 electrons. So helium, if you see the structure, it is having the 1 ring, will have both the electrons in the first shell. So now how we are going to write here electronic distribution in this case. So now see this for hydrogen, how many electrons? 1. So number of K shell, how many? This is K shell, L shell, M shell and N shells. How many shells are there for hydrogen? Only 1 shell. So how many electron in first shell? K shell, it will take 1. Maximum capacity is 2. But it has only 1, so it will take 1. If you are going to talk about helium's one shell, that is K shell, how many electrons? 2. Because the capacity in the first shell, K shell is 2. So therefore helium and hydrogen both will have only K shells. In case of hydrogen, that is 1 electron. In helium, there are 2 electrons. So what we are going to say here, this hydrogen and helium, they are going to follow what we call as duplet state. Duplet state. That means if it is having just 2 electrons, it is stable. The outermost shell should be full. Okay, now in this case maximum capacity of K shell is 2. Therefore full 2 electrons are present in the helium. Therefore helium is the stable gas, stable noble gas. Okay, now let us see the next. So lithium, it will have how many rings? This is the third element in the periodic table. Atomic number is 3. Okay, let us draw the structure. First, this is the nucleus, first shell, second shell. First shell is K shell. Second shell is L shell. What is the capacity of K shell? It should take K, L, M and N. Maximum of 2 electrons, 8, 18 and 32. This we should know. We should learn this capacity. Okay. The first shell, lithium, it has to distribute how many electrons? 3 electrons. Now this electronic distribution is what is electronic configuration. Now 3 electrons, it has to be distributed in the shell. The first flat will have how many rooms? It is just having 2 rooms. Therefore K shell is going to take 2. Now 3 minus 2 is how much? 1. So 1 electron is left. So it will go to the next energy level, L shell. It will be 1. What is the capacity of next level? It should have 8. But it is taking 1 electron. But what is the capacity of L? We know L should have maximum of 8 electrons. So this should have what we call as octet. Octet means the shell should have maximum of 8 electrons. From second should have 8 electrons. But this lithium is taking only 1 electron in the second shell. Therefore, it is not stable. It is reactive. Same way, if you take sodium, this is sodium. This is the symbol of sodium. But the name is Latin name. But the symbol is Na. Okay. Now, what is the atomic number for sodium? Atomic number for sodium is 11. That means what you have to do, you have to distribute 11 members in the electrons orbits. How you are going to distribute? You are going to distribute based on this capacity. So, if you draw the structure for sodium, first shell 2, second shell maximum is, I will write here this way, this is K shell L, M, N. Okay, we don't know how many rings it will form. This 11 has to be distributed based on this capacity. 2 will go here. 11 minus 2, what is left? 9, right? But we cannot put 9 in the L shell. Why? Because the capacity of L shell is only 8 electrons. So, what we do? We write here as 8. How many left? 1. Count the total number of electrons. 8, 9, 10, 11. So, this M orbit is taking 1 in the outermost shell. But the capacity of M is 18. What we need to see is every shell after the first shell, it should take maximum of 8 electrons. And this also, it is not following this octet rule. It is having less than 8. It is not taking maximum of 8. So, sodium and lithium, these are highly reactive elements. Since the outermost shell is not completely filled, the valence shell is, and let us take one more. So, this is Ne, this is neon. The name of element is neon. So, neon has atomic number, it has atomic number of 10. So, if you are going to draw the structure for a neon for K, L, M, N, how you are going to distribute this 10 in these shells based on the capacity. So, if you are going to go to the first shell, 2 will go to first shell. Out of 10, 2 minus, how many left? 8. 8 will go to second shell because L shell has maximum of 8. If you move on to the next, can we move on to the next? No, we cannot, right? Because how many electrons it has maximum? 10, right? 8, 9, 10. So, only 2 rings will come for neon. First shell and second shell. This will be the nucleus. So, first shell, how many electrons it will take? 2 electrons. The capacity is 2. Second shell, it will take 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, this is the stable gas. Neon is, we call it as noble gas, which are inert. These are inert gas. They are not at all active. They are highly stable. Noble gas, what valency they will have? 0 valency. Why it is 0? Because the outermost shell, this is the outermost shell. right? So this is the outermost shell. It is completely filled. What is the requirement? It should have octet, 8 electrons. So this neon has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First shell is also full because the capacity is 2, it has 2. Last shell is also full. Rest all other elements are going to follow this. If their atomic number is nearing 10, they are going to follow this noble gas as the standard. Okay, just like if you have any model, if you like someone, you try to dress up in the way, you try to speak in that way, even you try to eat the way what they eat, right? Everything you try to follow because you are taking them as role model. Similarly, all these elements which are having atomic number nearing to 10, they are going to follow this neon noble gas, and they are going to try to complete this octet state. How they are going to complete? All the elements they are going to try to complete inner gas electronic distribution, which have less electrons. What they do? They try to attain this electronic configuration of inert gases by giving or donating electrons. Hope you have understood. Thank you very much.